Welcome to Absolute Edutainment. Before we start, please press the subscribe button if you have not done so before, and remember to like. So let's get started. We want to calculate trigonometry ratios. The ratios are sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine, cosine, and tangent of angles. For us to find any missing side of a right angle triangle, any missing side, we can use this abbreviation to remember the sine, the cosine, and the tangent. The abbreviation is called SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. The sine, which is the S, is with the ratio OH, which signify opposite over hypotenuse, while CAH, cosine, have the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite to adjacent. Now this triangle here helps us to understand the sides of a triangle. We have opposite, we have hypotenuse, we have adjacent. OPP is short form of opposite, HIP is short form of hypotenuse, and ADJ is short form of adjacent. What makes a side opposite? It is opposite a given angle. If you look at this, there is a given angle 50 degrees. The opposite side there is the OPP. While beside the angle that is given below is ADJ, which is adjacent, and the longest part of the triangle is called hypotenuse. So when a question is given, it's either we use sine to calculate, cosine, or tangent. And this abbreviation, this mnemonic, help us to remember SOHCAHTOA. So let us know which one to apply in this first triangle by the left hand side. We have triangle ABC. 55 degrees is the given angle, and we have the opposite of the given angle is marked X, and the hypotenuse, the longest part or longest side of the triangle, is given as 20 centimeters. Now, so what we have now is the opposite and the hypotenuse. So if we go to SOHCAHTOA, you come to see that the SO is the one to be solved. That is the sine. We are going to look for sine of opposite over hypotenuse, because in the question we have opposite over hypotenuse. We have opposite and hypotenuse given in that question. The opposite is marked X, which is we are going to look for the opposite, and this is the formula. SOHCAHTOA, the SO is opposite over hypotenuse. As you can see, sine A, sine of angle A, equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite is X, and the hypotenuse is 20 centimeters. So we say sine of angle A equals to opposite over hypotenuse. That is sine 55 degrees equals to X over 20. Remember, when we have equation like this, we cross multiply. When you cross multiply, that means that sine 55 degrees is multiplied by 20 centimeters, and X is multiplied by 1, which means X can stand alone as it is here. Why sine 55 multiply 20? So sine 55, when you press your calculator, you're going to have 0.8192 centimeters. Sine 55. Please use your calculator and find sine 55 degrees will give you 0.8192 centimeters. Now you have to multiply by 20. So that was a cross multiply. This goes here, and this goes here. That is cross multiplication. So when you multiply this, what will it give you? So when multiply, what we have is 16.394 centimeters. When approximated, it means X is equal to 16. if we approximate it to two significant figures, that is equals to 16 cm centimeter. So that's that for x, which is the opposite side. We've gotten the opposite side to be approximately 16 centimeter. Now we want to look at another question, and that will be the triangle at the center, in order for us to find the cosine of an angle. So we have 50 degrees in the triangle. The given angle is 50 degrees, and we have the hypotenuse to be 17 centimeter, and the adjacent is represented by y. So which means we have to calculate for y. Now, since we have hypotenuse and adjacent given in this question, opposite is not mentioned, just hypotenuse and adjacent. So we look for h and a, or a and h. You see that AH is what we are looking for, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we say cos. This is the short form, COS for cos, that is cosine. So cos 50 degrees will be equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So 50 degree cos 50 degrees, you can check that in your calculator. The adjacent is represented by letter y over hypotenuse, which is 17, and we have cos 50 from the calculator. So when multiplied, this what we have. Cos 50 is 0.6428. Cos multiply y is going to stand alone. When multiplied by 17, you're going to have 10.93, and when approximated, we have 11 centimeter. So let's go to the third triangle in order for us to find the tangent. Tangent is given by TAN. So the short form for tangent is actually TAN. So tan 25 degrees is what we have. Is equals to opposite over adjacent. So let's see why that is so. So we have 25 degrees equals to x all over 70 meters. We are using tan 25 because we are given opposite and adjacent. The given angle is 25 degrees and its opposite x. So x is the opposite angle, and the base angle, the base side, is the 70 meters. So we now have tan 25 degrees equals to x all over 70m. We cross multiply, and x is going to stand alone, so that we can say 70 meters multiplied by tan 25. In your calculator, you find out that it is 0.4663. So 70 times this will give us 32.